Guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel and thank you so much for watching today. Thank you guys. If you are new and you are looking for materials that can guide you study in Austria, this is the YouTube channel for you, and please do not forget to subscribe. If you are new, subscribe below. If you are old, share this video to a friend. Thank you so much for understanding. Guys, today's video I'm going to be talking about studies in Austria, and I want to talk about this particular university because I think it is very important for me to explain how the application and everything in this university functions for you, so that if you are an international student looking for opportunities like this, you should be aware of what you are going to do. Now, I also want to draw your attention to the fact that this school is a very cheap school and the tuition fee is 363 euros. Alright, so that is what you should understand. Now, also understand that this school has just one bachelor's degree program, one program taught entirely in English language at bachelor's level, alright, and three other programs taught in the German language at bachelor's level. Why some programs are taught in German, while others are taught in English at the master's degree level. Alright, so that is what you should understand. Also understand that this university has an application fee payment of 50 euros. Okay, so I will move to that. But again, I want to make you understand that there are three stages of application in this particular university. And the first stage is you have to read the requirements of the university or the particular program. You have to go through the requirements. When you choose a program, remember you are choosing the program as an international student. So when you choose the program, you have to read the requirements to know what you are supposed to do along the line. Then the step 2 of this university or the application involves application and selection procedure. I will come to this. And step 3 is initial admissions or admissions to study any of the programs in this university. Now, what is the name of the university I'm talking about? I am talking about WU Vienna, WU Vienna. In other names, that is in German, but in English it is called Vienna University of Economics and Business. Yes, this university has just one bachelor's program taught in English language, and the name of the bachelor's program is Business and Economics, and two other programs taught in German language, Business Law, and another one, Business, Economics, and Social Sciences. Now, these are the bachelor's degree programs in this university. For the master's degree programs in this university, guys, before I continue, please stay tuned and keep watching so that you do not miss anything I want to say, alright? I also want to reiterate here that this university actually have 3 candidates that we are waiting for their admissions. They recently did their online exam few days ago, the written section. I will come to that. I want to explain all of this to you so that if you are looking to apply for a bachelor's program or a master's program, you should be looking at this university. But understand that they have just one admissions intake, okay, which is the intake for September, October, or let me say October, November, this winter's semester, okay. Now, let's move back to the master's degree programs in this university, the University of Economics and Business in Vienna. They have digital economics, they have international management, they have marketing, they have quantitative finance, social ecological economics and policy. They also have strategic innovation and management, and of course, they also have supply chain management. Now, these are the programs you need. What are the requirements you need in order to apply for this university? As a bachelor's degree student who is looking for opportunities to study in Austria, you should be able to have your WIEC certificate, your NECO certificate, your NAPTEC certificate with good grades, at least good grades, and make sure there is English on it. Now, if you have the WSS certificate, if you are coming from Liberia, it is still okay. If you have the mature, if you are coming from Ghana, it is still okay. Or the WSE, it is still okay. Or if you have the O and advanced level, it is still okay. Alright. All is that you should have a high school document or certificate to prove that you already graduated from high school with your transcripts. These are very important. Now, if you want to apply for masters, you need these documents alongside your transcript for bachelor's level and the attestation. Alright, now let me also drop this here very quickly before I continue. If you look at the legalization procedures of this university, you would understand that they are asking you to do legalization only after you have gotten admissions, okay? But the students I worked with up to the stage, because I did everything for them, they were only called up at the interview stage, alright? or they were only invited to come for online interview, because there is a selection procedure that you have to undergo. They must look at your admissions, then they must look at your documents as well. I'm not feeling too well, guys. That is the reason my voice is like this. So I just want to drop this so somebody can benefit. Now, when they look at all your documents, that is when they will select you for the online interview or invite you for an online exam. All right, because normally the university said they were looking for 240 students for bachelor's level, but if more than 240 people apply, they are going to go for an online exam. And that was exactly what happened. More than 240 applied. So the online exam was good, though my candidates told me that they were successful. They wrote well, but we are still waiting for results, and I pray they get it. So now, remember, I have talked about the programs, the requirements as well. I have mentioned them. It is also very good for you to understand that English language proficiency exams like the ielts or the TOEFL would be good if you have them, but if you don't have them, check the English requirements of the university. There is a place there which says that if you studied in English, or if your past education is in English, you should print out. There is a certain document there on that website of the university, an English document. You have to print it and take it back to your university to sign it, a competent official to sign it, or print it and take it to anywhere. There, you can take it to the court, you can take it to your university or your primary school or your secondary school for them to sign it. Then when you bring it back, you attach to your documents and you upload to the online interview to show that you are competent in English. You can speak, you can write, you can understand. Otherwise, you have to submit ielts score. Now, those are the requirements, all right? Again, let me also draw your attention to the fact that those students legalize their documents at the level of the Ministry of Education and Foreign Affairs. They didn't do verification or legalization at the level of the embassy, all right? So they brought the documents and we proceed from there. Now, proper admissions. When you have checked all the requirements, you have to now sign in into the school website. You create an account and you start the application. So now, how do you go about it? There is a place you have to select your course. Remember, you already know the course you want to select. When you choose bachelor's, it will direct you to the courses. You choose your course, then they will ask you if you are applying with an Austrian certificate or not, or an international certificate, or an international degree certificate. You have to choose international. When you choose international, it will now take you directly to the application portal. Sorry guys, it will now take you to the application portal. I'm just forcing this video, all right? So that's it. But anyway, we move. It will take you to the international portal. No, it will now take you to the portal where you will start filling the forms. You will fill in your details. They will ask you your parents' details. You put them. You put your phone number, your email. You put your picture. All right. It will now take you to the next stage. That is the online registration. Then the next stage will be program selection at BBE. BBE is Bachelor's in Business, Bachelor's in Business and Economics. That's BBE. All right, then they will now take you to select a program. You will now select business and economics, and it will now take you to the payment portal, which is the application fee payment. Without you paying this application, the university will not process your documents. All right, so that is what you should understand. Now, when the application has been paid, when the application fee has been paid, you will get a receipt and everything. You can monitor everything from your portal. All right, all of them. When you do the registration, it will be ticked. Then you go to the next stage. You select a program, it will be ticked. All the ticks are blue. All right, then when you do the payment, it will be ticked, the payment of application fee. Now what you are done with, or what you are left with, is to complete an online self-assessment where you have some questions to answer and to answer them. When you fill all those answers, I think it should take you at least 30 minutes. You have some questions on mathematics, English, physics, economics, and all the rest, logic. Then when you finish with that, it is now going to take you to the last stage, which is the submission of the motivation letter. There are 3 motivation letter categories you have to fill. The first one, they will ask you why you decided to apply for this university. You type them. You are just typing online, okay? You are typing everything online. You are not doing let me say type then you upload. No, you type online. Then they will ask you why you are applying for the program. You explain to them. Then they will also ask you what will happen to you after you finish the program. You explain to them, and what are your future ambitions, things like that. until you fill this before you will be able to submit your application. And know that as soon as you submit your application, you cannot change it again. All right, you cannot change it again. You cannot change it again. Sorry, you cannot change it again. And when you submit the application, it's going to go to them. Remember, there is an application timeline for this year. The deadline was May 19. Everything was supposed to be done on May 19. Well, there is a deadline for application fee payment, and everything is May 19. Now, when you finish with that, then after May 19, they will say if everybody has submitted the motivation letter, they will now do a selection to see who is fit for the program. All right, and after that, they will select those that they are going to admit. But if more than 240 people, sorry guys, if more than 240 people apply for the programs, then they are going to decide if they will drop some and take some. But there are considerations they are going to look into, or things they are going to consider. Now, my advice is always pay attention to the motivation letter while filling the forms, because this is where the trick lies. Remember, you are also submitting your documents. All right, you have to attach all your documents to one PDF file you upload online. All right, make sure you follow the steps. If you skip any step, they will not process your stuff. All right, they will not process your admissions. So that is what you should understand. Then after the deadline, processing will be done. Then they will announce the result. If the result is, let me say, if more students apply for the program, then they will have to tell you people via the online portal of emails, and tell you that there is an entrance examination, which they did this year. Now, let me explain to you what happened after you get the emails for the online examination. After the emails of the online examination, there is a date that will be organized. I'm explaining what happened this year, all right, because I actually did the process. So after the online information, they will give you the information for the informing you for the online interview. Then the first interview will be a mock interview. The second interview will be another mock 2 interview. The reasons they are giving you these 2 mocks is because they want you to be familiar with how you can deal with the online exam, how you can move in, how you can identify projects, or how you can use online stuff, because you are only going to be facing your laptop. You have your passport and everything, because the online exam, you have to have a passport with a webcam so that you show your face and your passport details like this. All right, when it comes to online exams, that is how it is done. Then you are only using your laptop, nothing, no pen, no pencil, nothing, nobody in the room, you alone and the laptop, all right, with your webcam and camera. So that is how it is done. Then after the mock exam, it will not be graded anyways. The mock 1 will not be graded. They just want to familiarize you and give you questions. Mock 1 will not be graded, but they will show you your results. Mock 2 will not be graded, but they will show you your results. Then the final exam now is what they are going to give you, all right? They will show you your results of the final exam. Then they will show you, if they will tell you if you are admitted or not, and they will show your position in the ranking among all the students they were looking for. That is how the process is. All right, remember I said the tuition fee is 263 euros, guys. So you don't have to miss out this opportunity in case you are still to apply next year. I will put a link to the university in the video description box so that you can understand. Right now you cannot apply again. All right, admissions is closed already. This is a university I discovered, and it was a lot of things choked out my brain, and I forgot to explain to a lot of other candidates. But I believe this information is not fake yet, it's not old yet, so you can take advantage of this and apply next year. Indicate immediately and apply. They have just one admissions round. Probably they might introduce another round, we never can tell, but always check the university site. All right, right now those students who applied for this university, they are waiting for their results. Then after the results now, they are going to pay the semester fee, all right, the 363 euros to the admissions body. Then they start their process, all right, which is the next process, which is the visa process. Now, the process I'm talking about is the process to acquire residence permit. When admitted, you have to confirm your position. Then after your position, you have to indicate to the officials that you have accepted. Then you apply now. You take your letter, all right, to the embassy. You take your documents, you legalize them, you verify, legalize them, then you apply for your residence permit. When going for the residence permit, remember you have to pay a fee. All right, I already explained everything when it comes to legalization verification in other videos. Almost all my videos on Austria, they do have this information. All right, so now I have answered your doubt. For those who have been asking me if they need to legalize and verify documents before applying to Austrian universities, no. What I would suggest is always read the university's website, because this university I'm talking about, I know all these things because I actually did it for people. That is what I explained at the beginning. So I know what I'm talking about. Sometimes I don't like to do the process to people because they always like running and disturbing my peace of mind. So I just did it to these people. It depends. People are lucky, all right? So that is what I'm saying. Guys, please follow this university, or next year you can apply, or it's not even far. It's already July, so you can check these processes. And you remember, the residence permit that you are applying for is a residence permit for 1 year. When you move to Austria, this program is a 3 years program. So you are going to get residence permit for 1 year. But make sure you put money in your in your bank account, because without money in your bank account, it's going to be difficult for you to get. For the money, we already know how much it is. I already explained in all other videos. It is 12,000 euros, all right? So if you didn't know that it's 12,000 euros for you to put in your bank account. You can put 9,000, you can put 10,000, but I would say 12,000 is the best. If you don't have the money, take from somewhere and put in your own account and apply for the visa. Someone was asking me if, and apply for the residence permit. Someone was asking me if it's good for him to take the money from somewhere, put in the account, and after the residence permit, he should withdraw the money back. No, it will be good you land in Austria before that account should be touched, all right? Because you never can tell. There may be other things. You remember, these embassies officials, they are very vigilant now. They don't want situations where people will move to their country and start disturbing other people's of their peace. You understand? Going to Europe is not the problem. It's to survive in Europe which is the problem. If you don't have money in Europe, it is going to cause you a lot of issues. So that is the reason a lot of people don't want this. This university in Austria is a very good school, guys. Especially if you are coming from high school, you should check it out. Okay, check it out. Follow these procedures well. Of course, the university has everything written on the website, so I will link it in the description box, the website, then you will navigate from there. I want to say, pay attention to your motivation letter. I can